Would love to figure this out for you. So I pulled up my notes, and I had a note that you actually didn't live there, but your nephew used to check on the property. So are you there now, or what's going on?
No. My nephew, I had my nephew. They were renting from me,
Okay, so
and
you're
so then they moved out.
okay. So right now it's vacant.
Yeah. Because I had a young lady that she was gonna want to move in, but she's staying where she at. So yeah, I was just it's vacant now.
Okay, so we probably need to move on that quick before people start snooping around. I would imagine, and the good news is I just actually opened escrow in a place literally I think less than a mile away. So the timing is perfect because I like to buy in clusters in the same area because I'm a property manager, so that could work out great. But so I ran some numbers, and um, hold on one second. Let me just open my thing. So tell me once again, you said you were looking for between 25 and 30. You're trying to get some
Right.
money to move down to Atlanta, Georgia, and I mean anything else that you're trying to accomplish with this. You just want to get out of there. I imagine.
That plus I want to pay off some bills and stuff. So I'm 64. I'll be 65. I'm in a plan on retiring. So
Right.
I want to pay off some bills and stuff. Just to when I retire, I'm okay.
Right. That makes sense. What are you retiring soon, or you just
Well,
want to?
I'm gonna for come August, I'm gonna call Social Security and see what I need to do if I want to retire early.
Got it. Got it.
What I get then compared to whether I wait to 67 because the life ain't promised to you.
Right.
So,
Yeah. I hear you.
so
And
I wanna pay off some bills. Especially I want to pay off my car note and all that damn stuff. So
right. How much is your
there's
car
some
note?
other it's 16,000. So
Oh wow, you got it. What are you riding there? You got a nice car.
I got a 2018 Ford Fusion gas electric.
Oh god, that's awesome. Got a nicer car than me, old man. I love it. I love it. Okay, well that's good to know. So I don't know if you remember our initial conversation, but I had come up with a couple of options. What I do is I just do creative financing, meaning, I would be able to give you some money down, and then I would make monthly payments for the rest. I'd be the good news is you're not paying any real estate agent commissions. I'm going to pay the closing costs, so you're not going to pay the closing costs, and I'll give you the higher end of what you want. I would give you a $30,000 purchase price, so I'm giving you everything you want, but I would have to do it in payments because all I'm going to do is turn around. I got to probably put a fresh coat of paint on it, probably some new carpet. Anything else? What else is that house going to need to make it rent ready?
Right.
What else will it need? Do you think?
Well, I mean, it's really no but the paint jobs and stuff,
Okay.
because it's wooden floors, no carpet.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, even better. Heck yeah. Okay. Well, with Section 8, they
You
do
know.
an inspection, and it's a pretty
Right.
intense inspection. They check all the windows, make sure they open and close. There's no chip paint. They also make sure that all the electrical outlets work and things like that. So
Right.
I'm imagining I'll have to put a couple grand into it just to make it nice and ready. But regardless, I mean
Right. Right.
that's fine. That's typical for properties of that age. But um, so, what would you be looking for? What's a good number for money down? What would you want to kind of cover some of your bills and give you a little bit of cushion before you start getting some monthly payments?
Well, I mean, these half, but then what would be the money payment?
So, if half is what you want, I'm definitely not your buyer. I wouldn't even be close to putting half down. I could
Right.
put down. Honestly, my max should be about. I could put $5,000 down. I could do the monthly payments would be spread out over 10 years. They would be $208 a month. And then I would be responsible for everything: the property management, the property taxes, the insurance, the repair and maintenance, and what I call an oh shit fund. So if something happens and there's a water breaks and the tenant calls me and says, oh shit, we have a leak, I have money saved aside to deal with that as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't do 10.
I I I I really can't, only because I'm going to have to put some money into the place to get it ready for rent.
Right. Gotcha.
And so, I
Gotcha.
mean, I don't want to overcommit myself. What I do is, I really
Right.
want to make sure the numbers make sense, because I'm taking over all the responsibility. All you have to do, I like to say, I'm promoting you from landlord to the bank. All you're doing is collecting a
Gotcha.
check. Period. You have no
Gotcha.
other responsibility than to get that money. Everything else is on me. And like I said, when the water pipe breaks at 2 o'clock in the morning, they're calling my property manager. They're not calling Byron. They're calling my side,
Right.
and I'm the one that
And
has to pay for it.
like 10 years, that made me 74. Life is not promising.
Right. Well,
That,
look, the one thing I'll say is, because I know you said you have a son, right? If anything was to happen to you, say I don't want to say you pass away. I'm going to say you get abducted by aliens and you disappear off the face of the earth. These payments, those payments go to your son. It's actually can be used as his inheritance. That money will go directly to him, and it's not like the payments stop. And we have a third party loan servicing company. They're licensed and bonded. I pay for it, and we mark all that out to where if something was to happen to Byron, the payments will then revert to Byron Jr. and he gets it until the term expires.
Yeah, I know we had talked before though, but then we had talked and it was no 10 years. It was like it was 2 years and then you pay me the difference.
So if you want, I mean, I could do. I mean, I could do a 5 year balloon. I could do a 5 year balloon, meaning I would pay the difference in 5 years. But I need a little bit of time to because I'm not making a huge monthly cash flow off this. So I do want to make sure I can again set myself up for success. Get it rented out, make a few bucks, save it up. Yeah, and then I would turn around and I would either refinance it out and give you the difference, or I would even if there wasn't enough there, I would just turn around and sell it and then give you what I owed you, which I could do the math on that. But regardless, yeah, I mean whatever I owed you, I would be able to do, and I might even have that worked out. Do I? No, I don't. Hold on.
So I mean, you couldn't do 10,000.
I can't come out of pocket 10,000. Like I said, I just opened escrow in a place around the corner, so for me, I need to have some liquid to do
Right.
the same thing on your property as I'm doing on another.
Right.
Let me
Right.
see. So yeah, I mean, I could do 5,000 down, but again, I'm doing a purchase price of 30,000 with no commissions, no closing costs, and that's another thing, Byron. I'm going to pay the closing costs, which could be another couple like 1,500 to 2,000, and then I'm going to paint the place. I'm going to get it all done up and rent it out, and there are a lot of startup costs with that, but that's fine. And then after here, I can do the math really quick if you give me a second. So. Uh, So I would owe you about $12,520 at the end of 5 years. And then I'd make that lump sum payment. Sound good?
What we can't do 2 years and you give me the difference.
I can't. I mean, I don't want to set myself up. I mean, I could.
Well, I understand you're a businessman, and I understand that.
Yeah.
I respect that. I mean, hey, it's what it is.
For me, it's just a numbers game, and this. Unfortunately, Section 8 only pays out per bedroom, and this is a 2 bedroom. So I'm not able to get a ton of money. I looking at it, I'm probably only going to get about like 875 to 915 in that area somewhere. And so I just I don't have a whole lot of money at the end of the month after I'm paying the expenses that I told you, because I even get a home warranty because I want to make sure that if anything happens, I can it's covered. Yeah, I mean I'm there to protect the property. So I do, I know the numbers are a little bit tight, but I also know that if you agree to the terms, you're never going to have to worry about this again, and you're just going to get those monthly payments. And, a lot of times I have clients that forget, they just love getting that. Sometimes I'll do a balloon payment and I'll put, an option to extend. And sometimes the client will insist that I extend because they'd actually rather just get the monthly payments. Because again, when I give you that 12,400, you're going to get hit with capital gains taxes on that. So a lot of people prefer to get the smaller payments because then there's not that.
Well, why not get hit with taxes though?
You'll get hit with taxes because you don't live there. It's a rental property, and so it's capital gains.
Right.
So in a lot of situations, they'd rather just get the smaller payments because then they're not getting that huge tax hit at the end of the year. But some people need the money. But look, if you don't need that big chunk of change, it's probably a better situation for you to just get those monthly payments every month and use it to pay off your car.
Well, I'd rather we talk in person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of over the phone.
Yeah.
So what we looking at? You talking about $5,000 and then payment a month for 2 years, correct?
For 5 years, Byron. 5 years. You said 2. I need 5, please.
Yeah. Well, can you do 8,000?
Byron, I can't. I need to make sure I got money to make that house look presentable to a new tenant. I would if I could, but I have very kind of.
You said 5,200 what a month?
208 a month for 60 months, and then I would make you a lump sum payment of $12,520.
Well, let's sit down and talk and face to face.
Well, I live in Los Angeles, Byron, so I can't do that. I do this all virtually. I told you that. Yeah, I live in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. Must be nice. So
it's not. It's really expensive.
Over the internet or something?
I'm sorry?
How you doing your business paperwork and all that?
Yeah, I send it a DocuSign through email. So I would just draw. So let me run you through how it would work if you wanted to move forward. The next step would be I would send you a purchase agreement, and I would email that to you. And you would just literally, you could sign it from your phone or from your computer, all virtually, digitally. And then I would take it to a title company. I use First American Title in Akron, Ohio. And I use an escrow officer named Susan Carrier, who's been there for 40 years. And she does all my deals. And so then we would open escrow. Susan would run a title search to make sure there's no liens or any encumbrances on the property. And then once she tells me it's clear, I would send out my boots on the ground to just go check out the property, make sure the roof isn't caving in and there's no busted water pipe. And he would just give me a full report, which I could give you a copy of as well. No, no problem. And then we would move forward with the sale. It's all done through an escrow company. And then once we close, and again, it's all done. She would send you the paperwork. She'd probably send a mobile notary to you. And then, yeah, you'd get a check for $5,000. You'd start getting monthly payments. And I would take the property, paint it up, and rent it out immediately. I mean, we could have the deal done in less than 30 days.
Right. All right. Well, I know we went back and forth. Can you give me a few days to think about it?
Of course, yeah. And what I'll do is I'm going to text you the deal that we just spoke about, just so you have the numbers, and if you want to review it with your...
Yeah, that'll work.
Sure, no problem. And so, just so you know the terminology, it'll say 60 payments of $208, and then a balloon payment, which means a lump sum. I'll just put a lump sum payment of $12,500 because I just want it so you can explain it to someone else if you need to, or whatever. Right. And then, so today is... Oh my gosh, what day is today? Today's Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday the 22nd. If you want me to call you I can call you Thursday at the same time. How's that?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, I'll make a note to call you Tuesday. It's like 1:45 my time. And in the meantime, you can call or text me at this number with any questions. Even if you want to put your son on the phone with me so he can ask any questions, that's completely fine. I want to be as transparent as possible. I want to answer any questions you have so you feel as comfortable about the the situation as you can, and then if you are ready to move forward, we can discuss it on Thursday. Would that be the next step? If you feel good about it, you'd want to move forward on Thursday, and I could send you an agreement.
Right. If I feel comfortable, then yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Byron, I'll text you all that information right now, and I look forward to speaking with you same time on Thursday. Sound good?
All right.
Awesome. Have a good day.